Welcome to Department of Distance and Continuing Education, University of Delhi. Master of Business Administration, MBA, Semester 1, Core Course, MBAFT 6105, Marketing Management. Lesson 5, Product Mix. 5.1, Learning Objectives. After studying this unit, you should be able to analyze how products are classified, explain the product line and product mix strategies, describe the product life cycle, discuss the stages involved in the new product development. 5.2 Introduction. To begin with, let us understand the term product. We may define the product as a collection of physical, psychological, service, and symbolic attributes that collectively yield satisfaction or benefit to a buyer or user. The marketing identified a product as anything presented to a market to satisfy a want or need. This chapter helps you to get familiarized with the significant concepts concerning product management. Product management is an organizational life cycle function within a company involving the planning or marketing of a product or products at every stage of product life cycle. We shall be discussing the levels and classifications of products and the strategies of product line and product mix. We will also analyze the important steps to be considered in the new product development process. 5.3 Product Meaning. In a general usage, a product is any object which has an identifiable physical existence. The marketing identified a product as anything presented to a market to satisfy a want or need. We may define product as a collection of physical, psychological, service, and symbolic attributes that collectively yield satisfaction or benefit to a buyer or user. 5.3.1 Definition. According to Philip Kotler, a product is anything that can be offered to a market for attention, acquisition, use, or consumption that might satisfy a want or need. It includes physical objectives, services, persons, places, organizations, and ideas. According to W. Anderson, a product should be considered as a bundle of utilities consisting of various product features and accompanying services. A product has different layers like an onion, and each layer contributes to the making of the product. It uses 5 product levels in which a product is located or seen from the perception of the consumer. These 5 product levels indicate the value that consumers attach to a product. The customer will only be satisfied when the specified value is identical or higher than the expected value. Activity. One caution needs to be observed by any lesson writer is the amount of time a learner needs to spend on any activity or exercise, etc. As these activities or exercises are given along with the material, the learner should not be diverted for a longer duration by giving longer or difficult questions or activities or exercises, etc. At best, learners may spend a few minutes, 5 to 10, and come back to the material for reading so that focus and rhythm of study would not be lost. 5.3.2 5 product levels. First, core product. This is the basic product and the focus is on the purpose for which the product is intended. This layer explains the why of buying the product. For example, a warm coat will protect you from the cold and the rain. The more important benefits the product provides, the more that customers need the product. It will benefit the product positioning within a market and affect the possible competition. Second, basic product. This represents all the qualities of the product. The consumer looks at the basic utilities like physical features and tangible elements of the product. For a raincoat, this is about fit, material, rain repellent ability, high quality fasteners, etc. Third, expected product. This is about all aspects the consumer expects to get when they purchase a product. The expected layer is a set of attributes and conditions that buyers normally expect out of the product. The basic product is the given thing in the product. Fourth, augmented product. The augmented product refers to all additional factors which sets the product apart from that of the competition, and this particularly involves brand identity and image. Is that product in style? Its color trendy and made by a well-known fashion brand? But also factors like service, warranty, and good value for money play a major role in this. The goal is to deliver something that is beyond an expected product. It's the translation of the desire that is converted into reality. Fifth, potential product. This is about augmentations and transformations that the product may undergo in the future. Here, the marketer is always on constant search for new methods and processes to differentiate the offer on the basis of product features and services that will satisfy the customer and create the desired differentiation. 5.3.3 Classification of goods or product. First, durability and tangibility. Products can be classified on the basis of durability and tangibility. On the basis of durability, they can be grouped as non-durable and durable products. A. Non-durable goods. These are goods which get depleted on consumption. For example, a bottle of soft drink is consumed at once on one occasion within a matter of minutes. Soap obviously takes a little longer. However, in both these cases, the goods are consumed very fast. B. Durable goods. These are goods which are durable or which last for some time. Examples of such goods would be electric irons, refrigerators, television sets, etc. This type of product requires more selling effort from the salesman. The question of after-sales service and repairs is also of importance as selling points or benefits which the customer would like to have. C. Services. Services are specially mentioned here, although they do not constitute products because it is generally thought that marketing is related to products alone. Products are classified as physical products or tangible, whereas services are intangible, inseparable, variable, and perishable in nature. Second, consumer goods. Consumer goods are those goods which are designed for final consumption by individuals and households. Television, radio, cigarettes, etc. are examples of consumer goods. Types of consumer goods. A. Convenience goods. Goods which consumer buys frequently, immediately, and with minimum shopping effort are classified as convenience goods. Examples: cigarettes, newspapers, magazines, etc. B. Shopping goods. Goods which consumer selects and buys only after making comparisons on such basis as sustainability, quality, price, and style are called as shopping goods. Examples: furniture, ready-made garments, etc. C. Specialty goods. Goods for which significant numbers of buyers are habitually willing to make a special purchasing effort are known as specialty goods. They should possess unique features or have a high degree of brand identification or both. D. Unsought goods. These are goods that the consumer does not know about or does not normally think of buying. These goods need advertising and more personal selling efforts for making a sale. These include life insurance products, coffins, and fire alarms. Second, industrial goods. Goods which are for use in the commercial production or other goods for use in connection with carrying on of some business or institutional activity are known as industrial goods. Types of industrial goods. First, equipment and physical facilities. Major capital assets such as plant, machinery, building, etc. come under this category. Second, materials entering the product. This category of industrial goods includes raw materials, semi-manufactured goods, and fabrication parts. Third, manufacturing or service supplies. These are products that are essential to the business operations of the industrial users but do not become part of the finished goods. Example, fuel, oil, etc. Fourth, management materials. This category covers both office equipments and office supplies. Example, stationery, typewriters, calculators, etc. 5.4. Product mix meaning. The term product mix refers to the collection of products dealt with by a business firm. The product mix is one of the elements in the product policy. 5.4.1 Definition. According to Philip Kotler, product mix, also called as product assortment, is the set of all product lines and items that a particular seller offers for sale to buyers. According to William J. Stanton, the product mix is the full list of all products offered for sale by a company. Case study. The impact of distance education on higher education, a case study of the United States. In 2013, Gail D. Caruth and his team of Texas University have studied the impact of distance education on higher education. Distance education has been credited for bringing education to students who would not otherwise have educational opportunities. The study used a qualitative case study approach to examine the research to determine the impact of distance education on higher education in the United States. They found that the impact of distance education is significant to higher education because informed knowledge of the impact will provide insight into the effects of overall education in the United States. The researchers asked the following two exploratory questions. What happened during the evolution of distance education in the United States? What themes emerged over time? Their findings suggested that the impact of distance education on higher education in the United States has been change. They also anticipated that in the future changes will continue to occur. Researchers concluded that the higher education has to be prepared to teach about the change and teach students how to handle change. 5.4.2 Dimensions of product mix. The relationship between the items and lines that form a given product mix may be described in terms of three dimensions, namely width, depth, and consistency. First, length of the product mix. The length of the product mix refers to the total number of items in its product mix. Second, width of the product mix. The width of the product mix refers to the number of different product lines the company carries. Third, depth of the product mix. Depth refers to how many varieties are offered in each product line. In other words, the depth is measured by assortment of sizes, colors, models, prices, and quantity offered within each product line. Fourth, consistency of the product mix. The consistency of product mix is a measure of how closely related its various product lines are to one another. The relationship may be due to the use, production requirements, distribution channels, consumer behavior, and other characteristics. 5.5 Product development. 5.5.1 Definition of product development. To serve the needs of its end users, product development is generally categorized as making, innovating, or developing totally a new product, or presenting an existing product with expanded utility, improved features, more appealing design, better quality, and reliability. 5.5.2 Meaning of product development. Product refers to a good, service, concept, or object made by a process and made available to fulfill a need or a want. Development is the process or act of expanding, advancing, or developing. There are two parallel paths involved in the new product development process. The first involves the idea generation, product design, and detail engineering, whereas the other involves market research and marketing analysis. Basically, companies typically see new product development as the first stage in generating and commercializing new products within the overall strategic process of product lifecycle management, where it is used to maintain or grow their market share. It is important the new product, which is based on current market trends, should be launched so that it can give greater benefit to the customers. At the same time, it can also help them to understand what the needs of their customers are, helps to increase the sales of their business in terms of maximizing the profits. 5.5.3 New Product Planning. New product planning has been defined by the American Marketing Association as the act of making out and supervising the search, screening, development, and commercialization of new products, the modification of existing lines, and the discontinuance of marginal or unprofitable items. Simply stated, product planning decides the nature and other related aspects of the articles produced and sold. Product development is a more limited term but includes the technical activities of product research, engineering, and design. Product planning and development is the result of the coordinated efforts of a large number of specialists, engineers, scientists, marketers, etc. Product planning is usually described as merchandising, and it covers both the existing and potential products. This activity, therefore, must deal with the proper balance between the old and the new products. New product planning is a very long and complex process, and it deals with changes in the kind of goods or services offered by a marketer for various segments, the number or kind of products or different lines that the company offers in various segments, the width of product line offered, the quality levels or levels acceptable to various classes of consumers in various target markets, the degree of distinctiveness, increased societal and governmental constraints, the growing shortage of new product ideas in certain areas, shorter time spans between the emergence of the idea and the physical launch of the product, the costliness of the new product development process. The following decisions are important in new product planning: improving the existing product lines and services, weeding out unprofitable items in the product line, simplification, expansion of the current product line, diversification, new product development for the present customers, and new product development for new customers, diversified products. 5.5.4 Role of new product development. Whatever may be the size and nature of operations of a firm, product planning and development is necessary for its survival and growth in the long run. Every product has a life cycle, and it becomes obsolete after the completion of its life cycle. Therefore, it is essential to develop new products and alter or improve the existing ones to meet the often changing requirements of customers. The role of new product development can be stated in terms of 1. Ensuring that the product mix matches changing environmental conditions and that product obsolescence is avoided. Second, enabling the marketer to compete in new and developing segments of the market. Third, reducing the marketer's dependence upon particular elements of the product range or vulnerable market segments. Fourth, filling excess capacity. Fifth, achieving greater long-term growth and profit. Introducing new product is rather difficult as it involves long-range planning. Customers' needs should be identified, competing and substitute products should be evaluated, and above all, the strength of the company should be examined before deciding to produce a new product. Product failure defeats the very objectives of a firm. In a survey conducted by Booz, Allen and Hamilton, it was revealed that firms with well-organized product planning programs have only 40 to 50% product failures. When this percentage is compared with the overall industry product failures, 80%, one could easily be convinced of the need for product planning. 5.5.5 New Product Development Process. As you must have realized by now, it is very important to have a strategy for developing new products. Many products fail, and in order to keep expanding company sales, we must have new products. Some products of Hindustan Lever have failed, but still they remain leading manufacturers because they have continuously added to their lines and added product lines to their product mix. Hima peas introduced in the 60s flopped because, in the words of the chairman of Hindustan Lever, India is not yet ready for convenience foods neatly done up in packages. The product concept requires testing before one goes into product designing, and it is very necessary to have an adequate strategy for developing new products and introducing them. New product development involves marking out and supervising the search, screening, development, and commercialization. It therefore embraces decisions regarding the type of product idea to be taken in hand, its development, and reaching the ultimate consumer to satisfy his demand. Such a philosophy of marketing would ensure the introduction of logical, well-designed, and individually justified products. This will enable the company to face the competition from a position of strength. New product development, therefore, starts with the conception of a product idea, its due screening for its commercial and technical viability, probing its market potential and consumer acceptance, matching it with company facilities and constraints, developing the product with due thought and care, and its ultimate offering to the largest market segment. This sequence can well be described as a customer-oriented approach to new product planning. From the above discussion, you will appreciate that introduction of a new product is a highly sophisticated and difficult task and involves a long-term planning effort. It has a high-cost component. Even after a product is finally developed, its marketing costs are exceedingly high, and yet there is no certainty that it will succeed. It is for this reason that a company should move from stage to stage in a careful and systematic manner. This approach is composed of 7 steps as demonstrated in Figure 1. New Product Development Process. New Product Strategy, Idea Generation, Idea Screening, Concept Development and Testing, Marketing Strategy, Business Analysis, Product Development, Test Marketing, Commercialization. Figure 1. New Product Development Process. First, Idea Generation. The new product approach starts with the generation of a product idea. It means matching a perceived need with the recognition of a technical opportunity. The said need may be new or old one. The first stage of new product's evolution begins with an idea for the product. Hence, this stage is called as idea generation. Ideas may originate from the following sources: sales personnel, marketing personnel, research and development department, top management executives, production department, customer service decisions, employee suggestion system, customers, competitive products, foreign products. Second, idea screening. The second step in the process of product development is idea screening. At this stage, the ideas collected are scrutinized to eliminate those inconsistent with product policies and objectives of the firm. Most promising idea is kept for the next stage. Third, concept development and testing. The concept formulation happens in the laboratory. During this stage, the idea on the paper is turned into a product on hand. In other words, the idea is converted into a product concept that can be produced and demonstrated. Concept testing calls for testing product concepts with an appropriate group of target consumers and then getting those consumers' reactions. Fourth, marketing strategy. This stage requires a close coordination between engineering and marketing divisions. Along with the process of product development, the marketing division of the company develops a tentative marketing strategy. A blueprint is designed about the price structure, promotion, and distribution strategy for the proposed product. The marketing team identifies the need of sales force needs, advertising program, and sales promotion tools for the new products. After developing tentative marketing strategy, the prototype is released for testing. Fifth, business analysis. After management develops the product concept and marketing strategy, it can evaluate the proposal's business attractiveness. Management needs to estimate whether sales will be high enough to yield satisfactory profit. At this step, business analysis for the new product is done. Business analysis includes estimation of sales, frequency of purchases, nature of business, production and distribution related costs and expenses, and estimation of profit. Sixth, product development. During this stage, the idea on the paper is turned into a product on hand. The idea is converted into a product that can be produced and demonstrated. The product passes the business test. It moves to R&D and engineering to be developed into physical product. The R&D department will develop one or more physical versions of the product concept. This stage is also termed as technical development. Its goal is to find a prototype that consumers see as embodying the key attributes described in the product statement and can be produced within the budgeted manufacturing costs. Seventh, testing the product. In this stage of product testing, the new product manager can check the feasibility and accuracy of product performance. Thus, commercial experiments are necessary to verify earlier business judgments. The objective of this stage is to assess whether the product meets the technical and commercial specifications developed at various levels of concept development for ascertaining product acceptability. Eighth, commercialization and final launch. In this stage, the product is submitted to the market and thus commences its life cycle. Commercialization is also the phase where marketing is most active in connection with the new product. This stage is considered to be a critical one for any new product and should therefore be handled carefully. The following activities are usually undertaken during this stage. A. Completing final plans for production and marketing. B. Initiating coordinated production and selling programs. C. Checking the outcomes at regular intervals. Case study. Amazon is an example of a customer-oriented approach to product development strategy. Their product strategy is focused entirely around customer needs. Amazon likes to work backwards from the target market. They write the press release for the product first and hone it until its language is simple enough for anyone to understand. The press release has no technical jargon about technologies or UIs. They then work backwards from the press release to the product. This is a product development strategy that focuses on Amazon's internal process in engaging with customers to create a specific product that meets an identified need. 5.6 Product Life Cycle. 5.6 Product Life Cycle. Products have a life cycle just like anything else. Professor Raymond Vernon of Harvard University first proposed and shaped the product life cycle (PLC) idea in 1966. PLC designates the time frame from the beginning of a product's development (R&D) until the time it is taken off the market. The four phases of a typical PLC are introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. 5.6.1 Product Lifecycle Stages. First, Introduction Stage. The commercialization stage of new product development is from where the idea of a product life cycle comes into existence. Product adoption and awareness among potential buyers are still quite low at this point. Due to poor sales, promotional expenses are significant. The company must spend money on advertising, sales promotion, and other types of marketing in order to survive in the market. At this point, a low-level distribution strategy is the main barrier to quick market penetration. Many retailers tend to wait until they hear favorable things about the brand before supporting the new product. This method of introducing new products frequently brings physical distribution and logistics issues to the core. Second, growth stage. Due to the combined effects of initial promotion, distribution, and word of mouth influence, the product starts to make quick sales. Profits at this stage significantly increased. At this point, customer satisfaction must be guaranteed in order to achieve and sustain ongoing growth. Then demand starts quickly increasing. Only innovators at this point go in transition from trial stage to the adoption stage whenever a repeat purchase occurs. If the creators are pleased with the products, word of mouth and referral marketing are used to encourage additional consumers. Third, maturity stage. Sales growth at this stage continues but at a diminishing rate because of the declining number of potential customers who remain unaware of the product or who have taken no action. The last of the unsuccessful competing brands will tend to withdraw from the market. Due to this, sales are likely to continue to rise. Fourth, decline stage. Sales begin to decline at the final stage for a variety of reasons. Sales fall as a result of shifting consumer preferences, market competition, technological advancements, and other environmental factors. Sales at this point drastically decline as the buyer starts to prefer other products. If a product category is experiencing a decline, the marketer may choose to trim the product portfolio, drop the declining brands, or plan to reintroduce brands with certain product modifications. In reality, very few products follow such a prescriptive cycle. The length of each stage varies enormously. For example, fashion products tend to have a short life cycle, that is, the time between the launch of a product and the point at which the product is mature is very quick. 5.6.2 Marketing decisions. The decisions of marketers can change the stage, for example, from maturity to decline by price cutting. 1. Competition. At the introductory stage, competition is given no importance. At the growth stage, it is given little importance, while at the maturity stage, there are many rivals in the market. Slowly, however, the number of competitors or rivals gets reduced with the declining stage. 2. Overall strategic focus. At the first stage, emphasis is laid on market establishment. At the growth stage, market penetration and persuasion of mass market are emphasized. Creation of brand loyalty and brand preferences is focused at the maturity stage. At the decline stage, the strategy aims at overall preparation for renewal. At the decline stage, the strategy aims at overall preparation for renewal. 3. Profit. At the introductory stage, profits are negligible, but at the growth stage, they reach the peak levels as a result of growing demand. At the maturity stage, they decline due to the increasing competition. At the last stage, the declining volume pushes costs up and eliminates profits. 4. Distribution strategies. At the introductory stage, distribution is selective. However, at the growth and maturity stages, it is intensive. At the decline stage, it becomes selective and hence low-end strategies are used. 5. Advertising strategies. At the introduction stage, advertising strategies aim at the needs of early adopters. At the growth stage, an attempt is made to make the mass market aware of brand benefits. At the maturity stage, advertising is used as a vehicle for differentiating among otherwise similar brands. At the last stage, however, it emphasizes on low price of the product and minimum advertising expenditure. 5.6 Summary. A product is the offer that consumer ultimately owns in the exchange process. Each product offers some level of core, tangible, and augmented benefit to consumers. A product has different layers or levels like an opinion, and each layer contributes to the make of the product. The identified levels are core layer, basic product layer, expected product layer, augmented product layer, and potential product layer. Products can be classified on the basis of three essential characteristics: durability, tangibility, and user type. Product mix is an assortment of all related and unrelated products that the company offers in the marketplace. Product mix has got four important elements like width, depth, length, and consistency. Product line decisions are related to the length and depth of each product line and the decisions that the marketer should take for each product's segment. Many companies follow different types of new product development system, which are concept generation and market structure identification, advertising development, product formulation and testing, commercialization, and final launch. Products follow certain kinds of life cycle patterns. The stages of product life cycle are introduction stage, growth stage, maturity stage, and decline stage. Thanks for listening.